Hey everybody! Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch, and I look a mess. It has been a week, people. It's been a week. We'll get into life stuff later. I also might have to pause at some point because my husband is coming home, and once he gets here, that one will probably go crazy. So hopefully I will not be talking and cut easily all of the barking out of the video. So we have whips, and we have a little bit of haul. I got my Grace Notes Fabrics package today. I cut it open so that I could have it open up here and not have to like try to rip it open. I haven't actually looked in it yet, so it's going to be a blind unboxing. I guess unbagging, it's in a bag. It was very heavy, so there's that. And then we'll go life stuff at the very end so that you don't have to be here if you don't want to hear it. Because it is probably going to be a little bit of a long story. So, anyway, that being said, I haven't done that much this week. I have 4 whips. I think 4 whips to show you. None of them have a whole lot of progress on them. So, there's that. Okay, so let's get started, yeah? The first thing I'm going to show you is the thing I'm working on currently, which doesn't have that much progress. And this is a stitch in time. This is the max color, regular size max color version. The artwork is by Aimee Stewart. The charting is by Heaven and Earth Designs. And here is where it is currently. Because I'm working on it, it's still in the hoop, so once I'm done, I will take it out of the hoop and we can see the whole thing. But for now, you're going to see this. So I know I still have a whole bunch of stuff over here, and like I have parked threads over here and everything, but because I'm trying to like get everything onto the diagonal, I decided to forego over here for right now and start over here. So I am starting my diagonal over here. It's kind of a boring section. There are some flowers over here, but there is a scene over here that I'm really excited to get to. Now I won't get to it in the 1,000 stitches that I have to do. I think so far I have like 200 or 300 stitches. I think it's just like 200. Maybe it's 300. I don't know. I have around probably 300-ish stitches done. Toward that 1,000, so I only need like 700 more. But 700 will not get me over here, so it'll probably get me like somewhere in here. Not that much. But yeah, so it's really fun. This is a 25 count fabric, which is what I started on when I started doing my full coverages, because it's what I had. I had like a giant thing. Like, this is a cut from a big giant piece. It's probably like a yard, maybe 2 yards, maybe even 3 yards of 25 count fabric that I have a lot of pieces on because I had it, and then I realized I like 28 count better, so I've really started using 28 count for my full coverages, but all of my like first full coverages are on this 25 count fabric, and this fabric is so dirty. I've been working on this piece. You know, it's sad. I've been working on this piece for a long time. It's been like a couple years, and all I have is that. It's fine. This one I started in the middle, so I think the middle was this block. I'm pretty sure this was the middle, and then I went over here, and then I started moving up. So I'm all over the place. My full coverages are usually all over the place because I switch it up so much. Okay, the next thing in this bag that I finally brought upstairs, this is by Kaylee. Her shop is down below. It's one of the many listed. So go shopping if you so desire. This is a lovely bag. It's so much fun. It's got this cute fabric here, and then the butterflies. And this, of course, is holding my Birds, Butterflies, and Blooms World map. I think this is the regular size, I know it's regular size. I think it's a regular version, like the colors, regular version. Could be wrong. It could be the max color. Can't remember. Isn't that sad? I can't remember if it's max color or not. Because most things I have are max color, if I can help it. But I don't remember if I bought this and started it before the max color came out. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. And it's beautiful anyway. This is artwork also by Aimee Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And here, oh, I forgot to say, well, it's happened already. There was a comparison photo before I started talking about this one. So if you missed it, skip back a little bit and then come back here where I'm holding this up. I'll remember to say it hopefully for the rest of them. But here's where I am now. So I did finish up the 1,000. What have I been working on this for like 3 videos now? I've shown it like 3 times in a row, I think. I finally finished the 1,000 stitches. It's gonna be like that with this one because full coverages just take me really long right now because time. I just don't have that much of it. Oh my gosh, I look insane. I'll get to why I look insane in a little bit. I mean, I always look a little insane, but like I look extra insane today. But and have done for a couple of days now. But yeah, I think all I had to do, I think maybe I was finishing down here and then like I started up here. I don't remember. I think, or maybe I had completely finished this diagonal and I hadn't started up here yet. But I know I didn't need that much. I only needed like 150 stitches last time to finish my 1,000. Well, I did that. And there we are. So, yeah. Super fun. This is 28 count, so this is my preferred fabric. I just like the coverage of it a little bit more with 1/1. I really can't see the fabric like at all through this. Now this is like, you can see, if I bring it really close, you could see kind of through the fabric, but when you're way back here, you couldn't tell. So it really doesn't bother me, but I also just like working on this better. Just like in general, I like working on 28 count 1/1 better. But the coverage is nicer too. And then here is a comparison photo. And this one we are doing, Kaylee and a bunch of other people are doing a sal on Instagram. It's the hashtag Where in the World Sal, I think. And I have not posted to it in ages. But there's also, I know, an Aimee Stewart sal that's going on. Everything Aimee sal, I think is what it's called. I haven't posted on that. But that's, I think, was started by the Stitchketeers. But don't quote me. Because I haven't watched Flosstube in like 2 months. Y'all, it's been wild. But I'm pretty sure the Stitchketeers started the Everything Aimee sal because like all of them were working on an Aimee Stewart pattern, and like so is almost half the population. I feel like I'm working on how many Aimee Stewart pieces? Just saying. Okay, and then the next one in this bag, it's my favorite. I don't know. I mean, I say it's my favorite, but like I love all my bags, but like this, because it's my newest bag, I feel like I just love this bag so much. But it's also like it fits my personality so well. I love horror, but I'm also like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is not like super grotesque, you know what I mean? Like, it's like pretty, it's like a cute horror. Anyway, and this is by Black Cat X Stitchery. She's linked down below too. And this holds my, yes I did, okay. I did say there was a comparison photo for the last one. Okay, this holds my Supernatural sal. And it took me 3 days to finish this. This time I started it on Friday, got like the border of the, I'll just show you because there's no start picture, there's no stock whatever photo, because it's a mystery. So anyway, on Friday I did the whole border and I wrote the word angel, but I didn't barely get anything done. And on Saturday we had stitching group and I brought this and I did some of this skirt, and that was like basically all the time I had on Saturday. I don't think I stitched like, maybe I stitched a little bit more. Actually, I think I did. I think I like finished the body of the angel and like started the wings maybe. And then on Sunday, I took some of my Sunday, because Sunday is Wood Sunday Sal, but I took some of my Sunday and I finished it. It took me so freaking long to do this one. This should have been the easiest one because it has the least amount of colors of all of them so far, I feel like. But it took me the literal longest to do. But anyway, it is the angel. And I had, at stitching group I was talking about doing the angel's eyes in red. I did put them in as red eyes because I was like, oh, like dark angel kind of could be cool. I actually didn't really like it. I don't know why. I don't know, because there's no other red in it. It just didn't feel right. It's hard to explain. I didn't like it. I didn't like the look of it, so I took them out and I ended up just doing the kind of bright eyes. So we were actually looking up in stitching group while I was working on this. I know a lot of people had commented on the page and were like, oh, it's a very biblically, you know what I'm trying to say. It's very accurate to the Bible. Biblically. I can't say that word, biblically. It's very accurate. And I was like, I didn't know that. I don't know that much about the Bible. I mean, I know parts of the Bible, but I don't really, like, I'm not, like, I didn't read the Bible growing up, like, in its entirety. Words are really hard today, guys. So I was like, I didn't know that. So I actually looked it up during stitching group to try to figure out, like, is it actually? And apparently, in the Bible, they kind of can take on different forms, supposedly. Now, somebody correct me if I am wrong, but, like, what I was reading, it said that they have, like, clusters of eyes and wings. So, because I know a couple people had said in group, they were like, yeah, I know that they're supposed to have, like, 6 wings or something, but they didn't know about the eyes. But apparently they also have clusters of eyes. So while they're not 6 wings here, partly because she couldn't fit all 6, she couldn't fit them in the, like, square, so she just opted for 2, and then she did the clusters of eyes. Or the cluster of eyes. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was something I didn't know. I know a lot about a lot of the things so far, but this one, I didn't know, like, why she chose the way that this looks, or the way that she represented the angel. And so I thought it was interesting to learn that. And again, I could be completely wrong, and I could just be saying things that are so untrue and I have no idea, but that's what I was reading. So if you are much more knowledgeable than I am, please comment down below and correct me. But I thought it was interesting. She didn't go into any, like, because she usually goes into details about the creatures, but she didn't actually go into detail about this because it's very, like, there's so many different variations on an angel. Like, there's there's a lot of takes on angels, and there's a lot of history on them. So she was like, I'm gonna leave that alone, and I'm just gonna show you what I did, and you can do it this way or you can change it. And I thought it was really cool. Like, after reading about it on my own time, I thought it was really cool, so I was like, I'm absolutely keeping it the way that it is. I hope that, I haven't actually looked on the group, but I'm, like, wondering if some people, like, added extra wings and stuff. I don't know. But here is a comparison photo. So yeah, that was a long discussion about that one. Sorry. Oh, and that one's by the Witchy Stitcher. I don't know if I said it's the Supernatural Sal by the Witchy Stitcher. Which everything is linked below, or comment in the description box. So if I don't say it, it's usually down there. Because I know I've done that before where I just like start talking about a project and I did not say what it was or who it was by or any of that. I'm like, it's okay, it's down below. And then the last project, also in a Black Cat X-Stitchery bag, super cute. I did start the Raccoon because last week I had finished the Jackrabbit. Sorry. So I did start the Raccoon. And I know I watched Lydia, I think her last video. I could be behind. But I think in her last video she was talking about the yellow windows, because I'm working on a project called A Canine Sanctuary, and that one has yellow windows. And she was like, I love the yellow windows. So this one has yellow windows. I think she was going to start it. Lydia, I don't know if you actually did, but I started on Sunday because Sunday is Wood Sunday Sal. And that is a sal that is being hosted by Aimee from A Little Farm Quilts and Gail from Gail's Golden Needle. And I've hopped on that bandwagon. I did, like, as soon as we all started, I, like, was like, okay. And I posted my Jackrabbit, and I used the hashtag. Finally, I posted something, and then I posted the donkey because I forgot that I never posted my donkey on Instagram. I posted literally everywhere else. I put her here. I put her on Facebook. I put her in a couple groups on Facebook. So anyway, here is where we are right now. I don't have a comparison photo for this one, obviously, because I had nothing. I hadn't started it yet last video. So there will be no comparison photo at the end of this, but that's fine. I'm doing this on the same fabric. This is the spring fabric. It is called Jennifer by Grace Notes Fabrics. Oh, and the fabric for Cryptid. It's not Cryptids. No. The fabric for the Supernatural Sal is called Oh John. It is a 40 count linen by Grace Notes Fabrics, and this one is a 32 count linen called Jennifer by Grace Notes Fabrics. Same fabric that I did the Jackrabbit on. And then I'll use this one for the ferret. I'm using all of the same like fabrics for each season. But anyway, that's where, there we go. That's where we are right now. So I got basically this whole entire stem done. And then almost this entire stem. Well, I did all the green part of the stem over here, and then now I'm just adding in the brown, and I just need to add the brown in over here, and then I'll add the flowers. And I think once I'm done with the flowers and stuff, I'll do the house, and then I'll start the raccoon. Then I'll start the raccoon. And then there's another like flower up here, but I don't want to do this until, I don't remember what I was saying. I was saying something like, I don't want to do these flowers until the raccoon's done. And then I'm not sure when I'm going to do the pollen, because we all know how much I love doing the pollen. So it'll happen eventually, but that's where we're at. And that is all of my whips. That is everything. I mean, whip-wise, that's everything. And then we have a little bit of haul. Not too much haul. But, a little bit. And this is, I haven't seen this, so I know one of these things is not haul. It is, oh, I did pay, did I pay for those? Corinne, did I pay for those? Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. Okay, so the first thing is not haul, but it is my next part of the Dreaming Of series. It's a round robin that we're doing. I don't remember whose project this is. Is this Carla's? Carla, is this your project? I think so. There's like cards and stuff. Yeah, okay, this is Carla's. That's what I thought. I think her fabric's called like PB&J or something. Y'all, I have no idea. I want to look at it. I'm not necessarily going to show it. Maybe I will. Yeah, I'll just show it since we're here. So here's where it is right now. I need to decide which way I'm going to go. Just watch. They've left me all the biggest motifs. But that's okay. I can hear the dog. If you can hear squeaking, it's the dog playing downstairs. So I will work on that at some point. So that's the first part, the knot haul, the knot haul part. And then I got my 2 Noras. So I did order, I don't remember if I paid for these, Corinne. Did I pay for these? Who knows? It doesn't matter. I got my 2 Noras, so I'm starting these next year. This one is called Snapdragon. So I am starting these next year, and I have fabric picked out and everything, but that's Snapdragon. And then this one is called the Blossom Collector. Ooh. So she's super gorge. I don't know, she's really pretty too, but anyway, there's those 2. And then I also got my, oh, was I supposed to get thread in here? Corinne, I got thread. She gave me some thread. She I see what you did. This this is not for this. This is called Peach Fuzz, and I bought her a skein of Peach Fuzz for her Dreaming Of piece because she had forgotten about it. Like, she didn't even stitch it in her part. And so I bought some to use in her project, and I just passed it on because I didn't need it. It was for her project. So I told you didn't have to do this. I told you I was just gonna buy it. It's fine. You did not need to send me another one. That's so funny. I was like, what? Anyway, I got the barn owl, the next part of the Cottage Garden Samplings Year in the Woods, which, this owl is awesome looking. I'm sure it's gonna be a pain in the butt to stitch. Like, that looks like a lot of confetti. But it's fine. Okay, and then the last thing, and I don't know which one is which, y'all. I think that these 2 are the fabric of the months, yeah. So then I bought some fabric. I don't remember. I mean, I remember buying fabric. I just don't remember what I bought. It was a mystery piece, I think. It is a 32 count. I don't know how big it is. And it's called Mystery. It's not actually called Mystery. I think that it's just a mystery fabric. And she names all of her mistake fabrics Mystery. And this is beautiful. It's just like a brown. I think it's a half. This looks like a quarter, and it's double this. That's beautiful. It's just brown. It's just brown. It's kind of brown. It's like a brown. It's really pretty. I think I already know what I'm going to use for this. Because, very pretty. I know I ordered it. I just don't remember. I remember commenting on a photo. But that's about as much as I remember. Okay, the next ones are the fabrics of the month. So I get both the color and the neutral. And the neutral I get in linen, in a 32 count linen, and the color I get in a 28 count Lugana. So this is the neutral. It is the 32 count linen, and it is called Butterfly Tea. If you haven't gotten yours yet, look away if you don't want to be spoiled. But I'm sure everybody else has, because I'm like the last person to ever get the fabric, which this came pretty fast this time, actually. This is not gonna look correct. It is not that gray. It's not even really gray at all. It's slightly gray. I'd say it's more purple. I mean, it's definitely got gray tones, but I feel like it looks more purple in real life. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's just the angle it was at, but like, it's definitely gray and purple. Really pretty. Really, really, really pretty. Very nice. Like, that modeling is so good. Oh, I love their modeling. But yeah, I'm sure if you got this in the Lugana, it's probably not showing up very well. But maybe not. I could be wrong. Heather, let me know. Heather, let me know. I think you get the neutral, don't you? In Lugana? I don't know. I'll have to watch her video and see, or she can bring it. She can bring it to Stitchy Group on Sunday. But yeah, that's really pretty. And then the last one is my and they always send a little, I always forget to show it because it's lost in the bag, but they always send a little sticker. And I put the stickers, usually I put the stickers on the back of my tablet. So my tablet, like, you can't see half the stickers because they're all underneath of other stickers. And then the last fabric is the color of the month. And it is the 28 count Lugana. And this, y'all, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Okay. It's called, what did I say, Melody? Did I say that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, this. They're killing it. They're killing it with the colors here recently. Just, that is beautiful. That is so pretty. Okay, it's not coming up right on the camera. It is not that color. It is a very nice, like, almost lavender type color, and it's not that on the camera, is it? It is so pretty. Oh my gosh. You know, and here's the problem. I love using the 28 count Lugana for, like, full coverage stuff. And the reason I got this, I mean, the reason I'm getting the Lugana to begin with is for my gnomes. I don't need this many probably for the gnomes, but either way, it doesn't matter. And I will use it for other stuff, but, like, could you imagine what this would look like on a 32 count linen? Ugh, beautiful. And I should have, that's everything. I should have on the way my Fibrolicious, which I already know what it looks like. I mean, kind of. It never looks exactly, my fabric doesn't look exactly like the photos, but it's close to the photos. And then, I don't know when Be Stitch Me is coming. I don't even think it's shipped yet. I don't think Be Stitch Me is going to ship until, like, the 26th. I won't have it until next month, probably. Okay, that's everything Stitchy-wise. So if you're not here for life, thanks for joining. I'll see you next week. If you are here for life, first of all, thank you for being here for life. But also, if you're here for life stuff, life update, here's what's going on. So, Friday, I go out to the horse. And I'm, she's a little weird. I was like, okay, you're acting a little weird. Like, she didn't come down when I started getting her food ready, which she usually does. So I was like, okay, like, something's weird. Like, maybe you're just tired. I don't know. I start feeding her. She's eating. Kind of weird, but she's eating. And then she gets about halfway through and she just stops eating. She's, like, not interested. And she starts looking like she's colicking. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of, it's baby's colic. But it's where their guts kind of twist up and they can't pass gas. Their intestines have twisted enough to the point that it's giving them a stomach ache, basically. It is painful for them and it can be life-threatening depending on how bad the colic is. My horse has had colic surgery in the past. She had about 1 inch of her intestine cut out. And yeah, it was a whole thing. But So I was like, okay, she's colicking. I know how to deal with that. So I started walking her around. Usually a good, like, brisk walk can get her out of it. She has minor colic occasionally. It's not a big deal anymore to me because I've dealt with it so much. So I start walking her, and I walk her for about 10 minutes, and she's not getting out of it. She's still doing her weird, like, she does this weird stretch thing, where you can definitely tell, like, something's wrong. Like, her stomach is hurting because she's trying to stretch her stomach out. So I was like, okay, it's not going away. So I called the vet. I was like, I think she's colicking. I don't know. So he's like, okay, I'll be out there, like, in about an hour, is basically what he didn't say that, but, like, I knew it was going to probably take him about an hour, because he was finishing a job, and then he was going to come out. It was, at this point, probably 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe 8:30, so not, like, super early, but the vet starts real early, which is good, because, he'll do, like, midnight calls. If somebody calls and it's an emergency at midnight, like, he's coming out. And I did mark this as kind of urgent, because, the colic can be life-threatening if it's bad enough, and she wasn't working out of it, so I was like, okay, this could get worse. So anyway, I'm walking her around waiting for the vet, like, just keeping her walking, while we're waiting. And we're walking, and then all of a sudden she stops, and she poops. And I was like, okay, so possibly not colic, because usually they can't pass anything through their system when they're colicking. So usually, doing a number 2 is a good thing. But she was still being weird. Like, she still wasn't eating, she still wasn't interested in food, she still was just not interested in anything. And she was still kind of acting very strange. So I was like, okay, so maybe she's not colicking, there's something else wrong. So the vet finally comes up, and I'm telling him all of this. I'm like, here's what's going on. She did poop, she's not eating, she's not interested in anything. So he takes out his thermometer, and he sticks it in. And he takes her temperature, and her temperature is about 3 degrees too high. So he's like, okay, she has a fever. So we, give her, he gives her 2 shots, and he's like, keep her in, for tonight, and just keep an eye on her temperature. And when he gave her, I think he gave her a Banamine shot and a Doxy shot. I don't actually remember what shots they were. All I know is it helped, because her stomach started making noise again. So basically, I know when my horse colics, I can't hear her stomach making any noise. And that's why, also another reason I thought she was colicking, because there was no noise happening in her stomach. But when he gave her the shots, it started kind of making noise. It started sounding normal. And then about 4-ish hours later, I came back. I went to work for like 4 hours, and then I came back, and I took her temperature again, and her temperature had broken. So, I felt like, okay, this is good. Like, she's not sick. We didn't know exactly what it was. We thought maybe she was bitten by something, and that was giving her a temperature. But we didn't know. So, I left her in that night just to make sure. The next morning, I was going to come up and take her temperature again, just make sure everything was okay. She was eating, so I went back up on Saturday morning. I gave her her food. She ate like normal. She didn't have a temperature. And the vet was going to come back up because he wanted to, just check on things and maybe give her another shot just to make sure. Well, I pull her out of the stall, and her back leg, one of them, was like double the size that it's supposed to be. So that's where she was bitten or stung or whatever. And that's where the infection started. So when the vet came up, I was like, well, we found our source. And so he just continued to give her shots, and I cold hosed. I have been bathing it just so that like I can get any kind of, you know, dust and dirt and stuff out of that area. And it's slowly been decreasing. The size of her leg has been decreasing. So he came out, the vet, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and gave her 2 shots, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday just gave her 1 shot. And then he gave me a tub of doxycycline to give to her, which smells like weird candy apples. But my horse does not mind it, so she has been eating it, which is great, because she's very picky about medicine. In the past, I have not been able to get her to eat medicine without smothering it in molasses, but she's been eating this with her food perfectly fine, which is weird. I don't know, maybe she's just less picky in her old age, who knows. But we're finally to the point today where I felt like it really doesn't look swollen. Like, if you didn't know that it had been swollen, you really wouldn't know, especially today. Like, yesterday it looked like that, but today it really doesn't look swollen. So, and she hasn't been limping or doing anything weird, so it's not hurting her. It was just huge. But we're fine now. So, yeah, that's what's been going on. I've been having to go up there and do a lot of stuff, and it was just insane, especially Friday, because I went to work late. I think I went to work at 10 o'clock. I left at like 2, so that I could check her, go get some hay. Didn't know if she was going to have to be in. I was like, I don't know how long she's going to have to be in. So I went and got some hay just in case. Yeah, it was a whole thing. So, long story short, she's fine now. But I feel like every 3 days she's injuring herself here recently, and it's not fun, especially on my bank account. So there's that. I'm just waiting for this vet bill. It's gonna be horrendous. But anyway, that is basically what's been happening. That's been my life for the past 5 days, 6 days, however many days, since Friday. Other than that, it's been great. Work was kind of horrendous yesterday, but we're not going to go into that. That's a whole different story. But yeah, I think that's everything I'm going to go through today. So I will see y'all next week, hopefully. I will see you next week, and yeah, hope you guys are having a great whatever day it is, time it is, moment. And I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good one.